For companies, it's the most important question: how can I increase my turnover? How can I increase my profit? In my opinion, very often this is sales driven. So people just have a look on where they can their products sell or send to. And in my opinion, companies do not very often put into consideration the atmosphere in the company. Have you ever asked yourself if there's a relation between peace and profit? In my opinion, there is. When you really have an atmosphere of peace and appreciation in your company, your employees love to work there. They are much more committed, they are much more creative. They find solutions that otherwise maybe they wouldn't have found. And customers are really attracted to these companies because they love to buy from these employees who are very friendly. Not only customers are attracted to these companies, also more employees. Because when they see how employees work in this company, it's very attractive. Sometimes it already starts when new potential employees enter the company. Some of the companies, they have very nice videos and brochures and I don't know what. And then the potential employees come to the company for a first talk, and then they realize that the atmosphere is not as it had been described in all these beautiful pictures. It's so crucial to really have this atmosphere where people feel welcomed, where they have the impression, and not only the impression, where they feel that they are welcomed, that their opinion matters, that they can contribute to the results of the whole company. Peace starts within. In my opinion, it's really very, very important for company owners and for leaders to take this responsibility and to really ask themselves, how in peace am I with me? When I am at peace inside, then it's much easier to be peaceful with other people as well, with employees, with customers, with other business partners. And my experience is, and I've been working a lot together with companies and with the teams in the companies, that when the leading people in this company, when they really are a good example for this attitude, then that's really something that spreads all over the company. It's much more difficult for employees to be happy when the CEO or the company owner is small, let's say, a little bit grumpy. I think you know what I mean. I also think that we as entrepreneurs also have a responsibility for the people we are working with, for the people in our companies. There is the material aspect of more peace in a company. And the material aspect is that as the employees are much more committed and creative, they very easily attract clients. And when they attract more clients, you know that it means to have more turnover. And if you do your calculation right, then you will also have more, will also increase your profit. New employees are also attracted to these companies. Nowadays, there are several countries in which it is really very difficult to find skilled employees. So why not start with this atmosphere of peace and appreciation to attract more employees? The next thing is that costs are reduced, because there are some surveys that show that when the atmosphere in the company gets better and better, then sick days decrease and fluctuation as well. And when you have less costs and more turnover, I think you all know what I mean. So it's really a good idea to take the first steps towards such an enterprise, to such a company. There's also an immaterial aspect. Have you ever worked somewhere where you came home in the evening and you thought, oh, I'm so happy that I'm at home. It was so stressful in the company. So can you imagine what will happen when employees come home in the evening and they are really joyful? They talk to their family about things that went very well in the company. They are talking about a conflict that has been resolved in a positive way. They talk about new customers that were attracted to this company. This is the immaterial benefit from peace in a company, that it really spreads. And for me, this is such an important thing, that wherever we can, that we contribute to more peace. Not somewhere very far away, but directly kind of on our doorstep. And to share this peaceful attitude. If you have any questions, you can always contact me. And for example, you have some, let's say, challenge in your team. Just contact me and I will give you some hints, some tips what you can do. Sometimes it's the form of communication. So sometimes people say, oh, you didn't do it right. And then it's better to say, oh, I had expected it in a different way. Another thing that I really love to work with, and when I'm working with teams, be it teams, international project teams, is to talk about some rules. We all know rules from different sports, and it's really good to know these rules. And so if you have rules in your teams, in the company as well, then everybody knows what's important. As always, there are some things that always lead to discussions. And that's the question with the mobile phone. So many team members think, okay, during a meeting, my mobile phone is switched off so that I can concentrate fully on the meeting. There are other team members who think differently, or who say, oh, I have a very important call. But this concentration is not the same if you're really committed to stay in the meeting with all your attention, or if you're already in your thoughts are somewhere away. I also realized that it's very good if the company leaders really initiate these talks and initiate to create rules and to discuss about rules in the company. And if you really follow these steps, then your company will really be much more successful and you will increase your profits. One thing that's also very good to have it in teams is feedback, so that you can support each other in the way that you talk maybe to each other, the way that you talk to the customers, and the way how you think about serving your customers. And isn't it about serving? Isn't this much more important than only to sell? I really am a person, when I work together with companies, be it that they book me as speaker or that they book me as a coach for their teams, the most important thing for me is that I am at service for the people I'm working with. I really want to support them. And that's also the reason why I offer you this call. So I already want you to support you before we work together. And even though maybe we won't want to work together, but to really support you in your everyday life and to support you to bring more love and peace into your company. Please let me know which other topics you're interested in. Just send me a note. I'll be very happy to see you again. I wish you a great day wherever you are and see you next time. Bye. Thank you.